Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that are gonna love reacting to some Castlevania.
I mean, the community has hyped this up, so I'm super excited for it.
Yep, for sure. So Castlevania Season 1, Episode 1. We're gonna have early ad-free access on Patreon, which is, there's a link down below in the description of this video. You can also get our full watch-along reactions that way as well. All right, I mean, let's just get into it. I mean, I didn't play like the video game on Nintendo a ton. Like every now and then I played it. I don't think that's really gonna matter going into this, but yeah. So basically, the fresh eyes.
I'm totally fresh eyes. I've never played it. Get right into it.
That is quite a way to start it.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Lisa. I am from the village of Lupu. I want to be a doctor.
You bang on my front door because you want to daub chicken blood on peasants.
Don't mistake me for a witch, but I need to know more. I've exhausted my other options, and all the stories say the man who lives here has secret knowledge.
I am Vlad Dracula Tepesh, and I do not get many visitors. What have you to trade for my knowledge?
Perhaps I could help you relearn some manners.
All right.
Cross the threshold of your home and you haven't offered me a drink or even to take my coat. I might have eaten some roasted garlic earlier. Was that rude? It was all I had left. Will you help me?
You are definitely different.
Maybe I can teach you to like people again. Or at least tolerate them. Or stop putting them on sticks. You don't travel much.
I can travel. This entire structure is a traveling machine.
But you don't.
I've known you 2 minutes, and you offer for me to walk the earth like an ordinary peasant, while I give you the knowledge of immortals, the true science.
They won't be peasants anymore if you teach them. To make the world better, start with me, and I'll start with you.
So there were devil engines in her house, Bishop.
Traded.
In shapes you've never seen. Thin as paper. She just couldn't see that it was all given to her by Satan.
Just a study, of course. I never think to practice such things.
You're good. I believe she's exhorting Satan not to take revenge on us, which I suppose is almost commendable.
You're so dead.
I hope so.
I know it's not your fault, but if you can hear, they don't know what they're doing.
You are a better person than I would be.
I'd be like, bring on the fucking fire, brimstone, and
Yeah, I know.
suck them dry.
Right? So was he married at some point? Focus on the ring with his left hand.
Well, wasn't the guy that Dracula's based off of, wasn't he married whose wife died tragically or something?
Are you Mr. Tepesh? She talked about you.
What happened?
Oh shit.
The bishop took her. Witchcraft, he said.
Friendship devolved.
At the stake. She was good to me, your wife. She'll be dead by now. I couldn't be there. I don't care what they say. I won't take joy in that woman being killed by the church. I'm here remembering her instead.
She said to me, if you would love me as a man, then live as a man, travel as a man.
Besides, you were traveling.
I was. The way men do. I do this last kindness in her name. She who loved you humans. Take your family.
Oh!
For no more do I travel as a man.
Yeah, wake up and get your family and get the hell out of there. And you say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, but I'm pretty sure Dracula's fury can be pretty bad.
Oh god, he's gonna find her like that. Y'all won't be cheering for long.
Mm-hmm.
I should minister to the Archbishop. I fear he's not long.
That's the ultimate goal for you priests.
Holds little appeal for me, to be honest.
Really?
There's so much left to be done on Earth.
Probably burn everyone but yourself. Ooh.
Oh, I'm glad he arrived before you left.
What have you done? Satan, what have you done to my wife?
In nomine Patris et Filii.
I am Vlad Dracula Tepesh. You will tell me why this thing has happened to my wife.
Oh, they already made up my heretics. She's a witch.
Lisa Tepesh was a woman of the science.
You are not real. You are a fiction that justified the practice of black magic.
You have 1 year to make your peace, so I will take from you everything you have and everything you have ever been.
That's pretty generous. But first, fireballs. One year after this.
It will take me 1 year to summon an army from the guts of hell itself.
Okay, so there was a reason. It was a year.
What do you mean, no? That woman was the only reason on Earth for me to tolerate human life.
Then find the one who did the deed, O tsunami of the night on Wallachia. You cannot undo it.
There are no innocents, not anymore. Any one of them could have stood up and said no.
Yeah.
Yep.
I won't let you do it. I grieve with you, but I won't let you commit genocide.
For 20 years have I served you and God. A little more than 1 year ago, the devil himself came to us and threatened us with doom in 1 year. The devil lied. Why should we be surprised?
Maybe you should have said that after 2 years.
Illusions and falsehoods hold no fear for us.
At first, with his nails, I thought that was Dracula.
I didn't think it was Dracula per se, but I did wonder if he was a vampire. I'm like, that is some serious nails you got going on, dude.
I thought it was Dracula, I don't know, just taking his form and controlling the church from within and destroying it. Oh, Jesus.
What is raining down?
Oh!
I was gonna say, but I don't want him to die right away. I want him to see it all. This is what your hate, your misogyny, and your patheticness brought.
And what do? Celebrate the day you killed my wife. And now I bring your death.
Yeah, you did. Like demon flying monkeys. Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, I feel bad for the kids.
Yeah, especially that one kid who's fucked up parent thought it was good to bring them to a witch burning.
Yeah.
Like, yay, child trauma. Well done.
Kill for the only true love I ever knew. Kill for the endless lifetime of hate before me.
I mean, killing all the people that were there, that's one thing, but killing everybody, you've gone a little too far, Dracula.
So I says one. So you said, oh, bullshit. So I says how? And now, the young man says I have to pay the bastard money because he went blind. Not fair. But what am I supposed to do when I find my goat laying on his side in the field, fat within an inch of its life, and a naked man with blood and straw all over his peg? Hit him with a shovel. We might have had the same father, but you came out of my aunt.
You came out of my aunt? They had the same father? Oh, God.
We was just wondering if you spotted any attractive sheep on your ride out. Stuck-up bastards. Ah, come on. No. No, it all comes down to the families in the houses, doesn't it? The Belmonts. We should have killed all the Belmonts.
Are you scared of that guy?
I'm definitely hooked into the characters and the story for sure. I'm trying to figure out what that moment was at the end. So it was like this young guy who's dressed a bit richer, who looks like he probably works out. Like, is he a Belmont? And he's afraid of this dude who's just talked about, pardon the expression, but goat fucking as something really scary. Really?
Yeah, I was wondering why he was like worried about them trying to come after him because he was a Belmont or whatever. It's
There's
like
got to be more there that we just don't know yet.
Yeah. I mean, I get trying to keep a low profile or whatever. He just doesn't want more trouble or something. They definitely get you on Dracula's side right away. And just, yeah, how horrible. I mean, we've said it before, hurt people hurt, and Dracula was hurt. He tried to give humans a chance, and he is not a 3 strikes and you're out kind of guy. You get one chance, and if you screw it up, then genocide. That's his answer.
It was interesting to me that I'll give you 1 year to make peace with your God bit, because that was not what I was expecting. That was almost kind of too rational for the emotion of the moment, and incredibly generous. Like, somebody hurt someone I loved in the way that those people did his wife, I wouldn't give him a year to do shit. And so it was an interesting choice to have him do that, and incredibly generous. And I love how he comes back with, I gave you a year to make peace with your God, and instead you're celebrating the murder of my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, what a strong commentary on Christianity of that time, which was really hypocritical. They're burning people at the stakes and then praising Jesus. Like, y'all don't know who Jesus is if that's what you're doing. So it was just, it was so well done, and it said so much with not saying a whole lot, which was good writing.
Well, he was also doing a year so that he could like build a big enough army, I guess.
But they didn't know that.
No, they didn't know that. I mean, but like at first I thought that too. I'm like, oh yeah, it's very, very generous of him. And then it was like, okay, he's building up the army because he doesn't want to just kill them. Like, he could kill all them right then and there, but he wants to kill everybody, every human. And that's when, like I said, that's when I stopped being on Dracula's side. Like, you kill the whole town. That's one thing. Obviously, when you say that, you don't think about like the innocent kids that are getting slaughtered and torn apart. So they did a good job showing that as well, because I'm sure they were like, oh yeah, people would probably be all on Dracula's side and be like, yeah, fuck these townspeople and kill the priests and go Dracula. It's like, let's show them what they're cheering for. So that was well done. I am curious who Dracula was talking to, who like came there and was, is that Gabriel? Is that who is that? And he wanted to stop Dracula, and he obviously didn't stop Dracula. So Yeah, I got questions there.
It was kind of going back to what you were talking about in terms of Dracula just going, I'm not just going to kill the townspeople, I'm going to kill people, like, period, all encompassing. It is something that we've talked about on this show before, is how, like, this cycle of violence and hate starts with assuming that all people of any given type are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all blondes are insert general stereotype, which is usually stupid. All left-handed people are also historically been called stupid.
Really? Left-handed people have been called stupid?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Left-handed people, like, back in the from the Bible, they're considered sinners by the very nature of being left-handed. But then also historically, it's been assumed that if you were left-handed, you were dumb. Because
you don't know which the right hand to use.
Well, and also because historically, like, everything's catered to right-handed. Like, think about back in, like, 1900 school desks. They were all designed to write with your right hand. So a person who was left-handed was very challenged by the setup that was that desk. So they were considered dumb because they couldn't properly write.
Yeah, that's why Ned Flanders built the left-porium. And if you're left-handed, everything left-handed.
Everything's left-handed.
Yeah.
But it's all that thing of, you know, somebody hurts you, and that person who hurts you, you in turn assume that everybody who's similar to them is the same as them. Therefore, you want to hurt all of those people. Mm-hmm. Therefore, the loved ones of all of those individual people want to hurt people that all look like you or act like you or believe like you or whatever the case may be. So that is entirely how the cycle of violence gets, like, sustained or renewed over and over again. And it was another interesting social commentary on people and humanity, or our lack thereof sometimes.
And it had some the gore in this reminded me a lot of Vox Machina, the same kind of like the animation style, and, like, you know, how they showed it. Yeah, so far so good though.
Love the opening too. I mean, so dark and very gothic and of the season, but it was just a wonderful opening we're watching it the night before Halloween. So it's just like all in the feels of Halloween, and it embodied that tone.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our reactions for Castlevania and for other shows that we're checking out on Definitely Not Definitive, then check out the description of this video. We got a link to Patreon there. You can also get our full watch-along reactions for the show. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Castlevania Season 1, Episode 1. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.